Good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Whose idea was this? Oh, wait, it was my idea. That's why I'm still in bed. Me, I'm FayWhat, and I'm going to help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's going to be a great week.
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we're live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on demand anytime you want. It's Monday, June 10th, 2024. Let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community, because you know there's always some drama happening, and we're ready to talk about it. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What else did you think I was talking about? We can't have sex in this bed. I wouldn't even know where to begin, even though he is a drop-dead gorgeous specimen of a man, and if I was gonna go straight, it'd probably be with him. Anyway, I digress. Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late. This morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, Jamal L. Starks. He's a model, a spiritualist, a wellness counselor. He's part of Queer Yoga Club Miami. He's also an HIV activist with Impulse Group and also sits on the Men of Color Advisory Board for Viv Healthcare. Let's not forget, he walks as Sex Siren in the House of Gorgeous Gucci. You can find him on Instagram at porcelain. That's at PORC3LAIN. Good morning, Jamal. Welcome back to my bed, my boo.
Hey.
Besito. How are you, gorgeous specimen of man?
Great.
How come you look so awake this morning?
Yoga. I'm in yoga training. I'm in an intensive.
Well, you really are in an intensive because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9 in the morning. Usually we're all puffy. Like, you know, he gave me this weird rolling rock thing that he always tells me to rock my face with because it's supposed to help alleviate with, like, the puffiness of the morning. Like him trying to tell me, bitch, you look puffy, right? And so today I was the only one doing it. And I'm looking at him like, what's up? He's like, oh, I've been up since 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
5:30.
5:30. On my mat.
What are you doing?
Ashtanga. So Ashtanga is the most difficult practice of yoga you can practice, and it's through the Miami Life Center, Korea Yoga Club. Yes. And so yeah, I'm getting my certification.
Oh, I love
so
that.
I can really teach you bitches.
I love that. I love that. Okay. And so then what? Like, do you have to like read a book or do you have to like sit in front of a computer for a couple of hours and that's it? Or what does it entail?
6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. of practicing.
One day? I'm not doing that. One whole day?
Ashtanga yoga, learning the Bhagavad Gita, you're learning Yoga Sutras, learning the genealogy of yoga, learning anatomy, and then the teachers are amazing. Shout out to all of my babies.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and I'm hybrid, so I'm very fortunate. I'm on scholarship. I'm hybrid. I can do Zoom. I can do in person. So I try and half it when I can. But you know, sometimes you gotta be in bed with bitches like you.
Yeah, right? But that's a lot. Like, okay, so I thought that, you know, I've been to one Ashtanga yoga class, and it is very, like, it's intense. That's a good word. It's intense. It's doable. Okay, it's doable, and there's ways to do certain motions if if you're not all that flexible, like I am not, you know. But at the end of it, you are sweated.
Yes.
You are happy.
Yes.
You are refreshed.
Yeah.
You have pushed yourself to a point that you didn't think you could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every time.
And all of that is
Yeah.
part of the experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I thought that the teachers, you know, saw a little video, you get a little star and you're done, right? I had no idea that it was 15 days immersive all day starting at 5:30 in the morning. So if you go to yoga, go thank your teacher, okay?
Yes.
Tell them that you understand that it's a lot to become your teacher.
Yes.
So
It's
thank
a
you for
lot.
doing that.
It's a lot.
And only Jamal chooses to do this during Pride Month when we're the most busy ever, right?
I didn't choose. It chose me.
That's what we're going to say.
I've been waiting to do this certification since November, but my boos were all across the country and across the pond during their retreats and stuff. And so
you wanted to do it with them.
Well, you have to do it with them.
Okay.
They are the teachers. And so they pushed it back to May to June. And
so here you are.
Here I am. Doing all the things I do, plus this.
He's a busy bitch. Just saying. All right, let's start talking about some other busy bitches. How about that? All right, let's go. So first, Emilia Perez star Karla Sofía Gascón, who snagged the Best Actress prize at Cannes alongside icons like Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, and Adriana Paz, has filed a complaint against French far-right politician Marianne Marichal. The accusation is a sexist insult due to one's gender identity. Marichal, campaigning in the European elections for the far-right Reconquête? I want to say Reconquête. There it is. Reconquête Party sparked controversy with her tweeting saying, quote, it is therefore a man who receives in Cannes the prize for Best Actress. The progress for the left wing is the erasing of women and mothers, end quote. Clearly, Gascón isn't letting this slide. Karla Sofía Gascón sues after Cannes win. What are we all talking about?
Baby.
I know some other efforts are just messed up. Like, how do you go and like tweet something like that saying a male won the Best Actress? You know, she is an incredible trans actress who has played this role so beautifully by the trailer that I saw, because the movie has not been released here in the U.S. yet. But it already won a nod at the Cannes Film Festival for Best Actress, you know? And then you're going to go and run for whatever office you're running for and like put something so crass and nasty online about this actress.
It really seems that France has a huge problem, because did you not see the viral tweets of the security guard, the French woman security guard? She was like blocking all the actors.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Yeah.
It just seems like it's in the water here. Like, what's nasty? Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
and then, so go girl. I love that you're suing them.
I love this.
You know, because you have to.
Yeah.
You know, that's what people do is sue. We have to learn that from people. You know
we have to get paid.
We have to get on that. You know,
these are not microaggressions, they're macroaggressions, and we should send invoices and lawsuits every time that it approaches us.
Just like that. I mean, that's what they do, though, Jamal. That's what they do. You know, a lot of things that, like, you know, you sue for don't end up anywhere, but they scare the shit out of some people. And sometimes that's what people need.
A cease and desist.
You know, a cease and desist, defamation. You know, you are messing with her character. You know? She's
a politician.
I mean, you know, again, and I hate, not that I hate, I was going to say I hate to blame him, but I don't hate to blame him. It's Trump's fault. Right? I'm always going to say that. He opened up that door to let other people be racist, bigots, horrible people, and to just be able to wear that on their sleeve, no problem. You know, 10 years ago, people were racist and people were homophobic and people were transphobic.
And they were shamed.
And they kept it to themselves.
Shame. Bring back shame. Shame.
I mean, I think that's what it is. We got to bring back shame.
Yeah, we do. Or we need to put it in our weapon arsenal and start using it.
Something.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
What is it? Turf.
Yeah.
Like what Harry Potter.
Well, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. She was just going off on Twitter like a couple of weeks ago, still being the same. And it was my straight cis brother who brought it to me. He was like, "What is this lady's problem?"
Yeah. No, and those actors have come up and they said, Daniel Radcliffe, all those people have said, like, look, we don't agree with this bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
don't stop my paycheck.
You know, don't stop my paycheck. But it does, so to speak, because, you know, it's like, where do you go from here? That woman wrote more books. She could have been starting a whole other, you know, series of stuff if we wouldn't find out how horrible a person she really is, you know? Just say. Next. Heterosexual couples have it easy with parental nicknames, mom and dad, right? Mama and papa, ma and pa, or even mother and father. But for same-sex parents, it's a bit trickier. So Redditors recently shared their solutions to the dad and dad dilemma in the Our Gay Bros forum. One person said, quote, my husband is white, so he's daddy, and I'm Latino, so they call me papa, papi. I like that. I like that. But so daddy and poppy. Okay, that works for that one. One comment finally mentioned a gay couple with a kid. They said the family was so dialed in that the kid could yell, quote, "Dad," and the right dad would know. Watch this.
I'm gonna talk to my two dads like I always hear them talking to their friends on the phone. Let's see how they like it. I have a feeling my papa's gonna get very mad. What are you doing, Bear Bear?
What?
Like, what are you doing, Bear Bear? What are you doing right now?
I'm cooking you lunch. Why are you bearing me?
Are you going to Bear Bear week with Bear Bear?
Who's Bear Bear? What are you saying?
Sis, you know what I'm saying.
Stop. Put the phone down.
Sis, really?
Put the phone down.
Okay, Bear Bear. What's the tea? Where's your husband?
My husband?
Yeah, your husband, sis.
What? Wait, why?
Yes, Mama. All the cheese.
What?
Yes, Bear. Get it.
Girl, if you don't stop,
I'm just saying this is how it's like to live with you.
I'm a...
Yeah, thank you. Your second plate? I thought you were on Ozempic.
Shut that off. Seriously.
Girl, do I have to, girl?
He was about to get it. He was about to get the backhand. You can't. You had to bring Ozempic into this conversation. Gay couples tell us what their kids call them. What are we all talking about?
Oh God, I could never play with my parents like that.
Me neither.
Oh,
Me neither. Me neither. I remember once I stuck my tongue out at them. It was the last time. Like, I don't have big, full lips because I was born with them. It was the ba-ba! Like, you know, and I never, like, to play with my parents.
Oh,
like,
no.
You know, I mean, it's a breath of fresh air that they're able to. You know?
Yeah.
But that don't happen in black or brown families.
Well, it was
I know,
about
he was
not
brown.
to happen there. Too.
I know, it was about to not happen there too. How dare you? You can talk about me all you want, but how dare you go to a Ozempic? You know, that's where I draw the line, you know? It's funny because, like, I do a voice from my dog, right? For Padme, right?
Uh-huh.
And so she'll be screaming from one side of the room. Like, you know, it's like, Mom never lets me do anything. I can't stand her. You're my favorite mom anyway. And, like, you know, and my wife will be like, you are crazy.
But it's fun.
You need help,
But it's
right?
fun.
And I go, in her world, she doesn't
Yeah.
differentiate the name. She knows who she's talking about,
Yeah.
and we know. So I
Yeah.
think it's the same thing with, you know, regular kids.
Yeah, it's dad and dad. You know which dad or which mom.
Yeah, or you even say
know.
it different.
Yeah,
even.
you say it different. Yeah.
You know, like I have a stepfather who has raised me, and he is my dad, like to me, right? And so I call him Pops, I call him Dad, right? And then I met my biological father, and I started calling him Bio Dad.
Bio dad. Does he accept that?
Well, he's Colombian, and he really didn't know what the hell I was saying, but. But I could not give him that title. He didn't raise me.
I get it. Yeah.
You know, his title before I met him was Sperm Giver.
So Bio Dad is actually Bio Dad is cool.
It's actually a promotion if you think about it.
Yeah, I've
mean,
leveled you up.
I have leveled you up, sir. Come back from Colombia. You're fine.
I like
now.
that Bio Dad.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, I thought it was still giving him a title, but I couldn't be here without his semen.
No, you
I'm very
couldn't.
well aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not Pops. Next. Oh Lord. Okay. Just hold on to your breath here with this one, Jay. Pope Francis recently issued an apology for a poorly chosen word regarding gay priests that caused insidious laughter among a group of bishops. The 87-year-old pontiff made the remark in a closed-door meeting with Italian bishops on May 20th. According to sources, during a discussion about amending guidelines for seminary candidates, the Pope asserted that gay men shouldn't be allowed to train for the priesthood, using the term frocagini. I know, okay. I know how you say it. Like, I'm hearing it in Italian, but of course you folks know that I'm not Italian, so how would I know it, right? So it's to describe the presence of gay men in some seminaries, okay? So fracchiagini or fracchiaggiani, if you're Italian and you're screaming at the TV, I am so sorry because that's my fault, translates to faggotry, basically, in English, okay? So Pope Francis disrespects gay men, basically, behind closed doors and says we don't need that faggotry in the priesthood, okay? And then The day after they apologized and all that good stuff, but how does that make us feel? What are we all talking about? What do you, okay, now you understand why I said that.
Well, I'm not damn Catholic anyway.
Neither am I, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, here in the U.S. where they like to separate church and state, but it never is separated. It's just kind of like, you know, they go against anyone who is who's not a white cisgender man or who is not, you know, Catholic, you know, that's usually the norm when people think of the highest priestess of religion, you know, and in a lot of countries, including the U.S., there's a lot of Catholics,
he's just saying what he had a Freudian slip. He's just saying what he always said.
And that's what I was going to say. So that is part of his regular...
That is part of his natural vocabulary. We know how he feels. And he's probably one himself. No. That's the thing. Most of them are.
Or a lot of his friends are.
I think he is too.
You know, and I had to think about that when... It's true. Like, you know, there's certain words you don't use.
Your mind? Why is this on your mind, Pope Francis?
But he's trying...
Pope Francis, what's on my mind?
Pope Francis, what's on your mind? You know, like, he's the
Men sleeping with each other.
He's the first Pope to really acknowledge us, Jay. He's the first Pope to really say, okay, you know, I'm not going to condemn. Everybody should go to the kingdom of heaven.
You're still an F word.
But you are still an F word because that wording is part of your everyday. You say it. A Freudian slip doesn't happen unless that word is plugged in somewhere in your dictionary in your head.
Yeah, that's your streamline of thought.
You know? And of course, and listen, and you better not trust anybody around you, Mr. Francis, because that was a closed door. It wasn't recorded. And all that shit still got out. You know?
That means that there was a queer in there like, girl, this is not going to happen.
No, you know that queer came out of there going, oh, I heard him say it. I heard him. Can you hear this?
I can't wait to tell.
Yeah, no, this really didn't rub me the right way, unfortunately, because I was really rooting for him. I hope that in our lifetime.
Because of his, didn't they come out with a handbook too? Yeah, we covered this on Queer too.
Yeah,
they came out with a handbook, a new guideline, or
for priests, or for don't be gay like that
for Catholics.
You need more. You need more than a handbook. I think you're gonna need the Lord to come down here and help you guys himself.
Clearly, you don't have them.
Clearly. Next, the TV news world just got a bit brighter with Jason Hackett's coming out. While Hackett has been out to friends and family for years, he kept his professional identity separate until last month. As a morning news anchor for KARE 11 Minneapolis NBC affiliate and co-host of Sunrise, Hackett made a big impact. Born to Jamaican parents, he realized he was gay in 5th grade, but hesitated to tell his conservative parents. And now, just in time for Pride, Jason Hackett has set the right example in front of the whole world. Watch this.
I'm so nervous right now, I'm not gonna lie. This is no doubt the most people I've ever come out to at once. But what me and Alicia and John and Cece and everyone here on Sunrise strive for is authenticity. And I can't preach that without being my authentic self. And for anyone that is watching this now who is struggling to find acceptance or struggling with their family or their friends, take it from me, a gay, black son of immigrants. The road may not be easy. I won't lie to you and say that it is, but don't worry. Keep going. You're going to make it.
Oh, Jason.
Oh, man. Hey, I didn't know this was happening today, but I have totally like an out-of-body experience. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. I know. I told you
don't cry.
I know.
Don't
I
do it.
You.
Don't do it. Because I'm gonna start crying.
This was so hard for you, and I'm so proud of you. And we love you so much.
Oh, I love TV anchor Jason Hackett, and I love that he came out just in time for Pride, and I love that he's got a new stalker, me. Because I'm obsessed with him. Jason Hackett comes out. What do you think? What are we all talking about?
I'm so happy. I'm happy for him. Especially being Caribbean descent, Jamaican descent.
Not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
That is not easy.
Jamaica is one of those places that you think twice about going to visit or spending your LGBTQ plus dollars because they're not very supportive of our community. So, and that was me saying it nicely. Okay? Okay?
But I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. And what big cojones. Coming out is one thing, but coming out in front of the world that, on your newscast, when you spend so much time with people at work, they become your family.
They do,
and so all these people knew, but to have him ready to say it to the world that way, in a supportive way. Like, you've got to find your safe place. And for Jason Hackett, of all safe places, was this newsroom.
In Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Such the opposite from Jamaica, right?
Right? And when I think of Minneapolis, I think of very tall people cutting wood. Being very cold. Paul Bunyan, I think of that. Is that what that is? Have you been there?
Oh yeah, many times.
Have you? Like
I was a flight attendant.
Oh, I was gonna say, but I was like on purpose, right?
I was a flight. I had to be.
But you had to be there.
Prince also, Prince.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh, I love Prince. And Prince made everything Princey in Minneapolis.
Yes.
Where is it? Where he lived at? That was just like.
Oh God, I can't remember the name of his.
But that purple. His purple shit was everywhere. So Prince definitely made an impact. But definitely when I think of Minneapolis, I think of cold. I don't think of like gay culture.
Well, they're very liberated. Actually, they're very friendly people, and it's very progressive in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So shout out to Care 11 for him having such a supportive team around him.
Yeah.
That just told him, and his co-host was like, I didn't even know you were doing this today.
I know. She's like, I would have worn a different dress.
But we love you.
We love him. No, I love this. And it's good to note that also Robin Roberts, one of our favorite TV anchors, who also is a breast cancer survivor, an incredible lesbian, who she finally got married like this year or last year after being with her girl for like 12 years, is also out of Minneapolis.
Yes.
So maybe there's something in the water that we're missing. I need to go to. Is there Minneapolis Pride? I want to go to
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then we can figure that out.
Yeah, it is.
Did you ever hook up there in Minneapolis?
Oh God, it was so long ago.
So the answer is yes, folks.
I really don't remember. I remember in Minneapolis just being a very cool city. Like I was like, these people are cool.
Oh, okay.
These people are pretty cool.
Okay.
Not opposite from what I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opposite from what I expected.
Well, I mean, there it is. I mean, it's a cool city. Go visit it. All right. And if you drink the water, you might leave gay. Next. Actress Jennifer Lawrence didn't hold back at the recent GLAAD Awards in New York City, taking a jab at former Vice President Mike Pence for his support of conversion therapy. Introducing the Vito Russo Award for country musician Orville Peck, Lawrence quipped, quote, I love the gay community. In fact, I was in love with a homosexual. I tried to convert him for years, but now I know conversion therapy doesn't work. Did you hear me, Mike Pence? I said conversion therapy isn't real, end quote. The crowd roared, loving her fiery and funny takedown. Now that is what we call an ally. Watch this.
I love seeing so many humans who can top their field while still being power bottoms. Not to mention what it feels like to be in a room with this many men and not need mace. I love the gay community. In fact, I was in love with a homosexual. It was my first love. I tried to convert him for years, but now I know conversion therapy doesn't work. Did you hear me, Mike Pence? I said conversion therapy isn't real. Even though I know you think it worked on you, you know he's in New York tonight. I know. He's receiving a Kids' Choice Award for weirdest dick. I didn't write that
one. Jennifer Lawrence reads Mike Pence. What are we all talking about? I don't know about you, but now I love her even more.
Oh my God.
Oh man,
she went there. She went there.
He's getting a Kids' Choice Award for. I'm not even gonna repeat it. I love this. I love this so much. I really do. Like,
and she went right to the part because we read part of the quote, and then the other part, like he thinks that conversion therapy worked on him. Like, you did that, girl.
You did that.
You did that.
You know, there's key people in politics that are screaming.
A person.
Okay, there are entities. There are entities, you know, and they scream that they're fighting for the children and that they're fighting for families, and you know, our biggest the biggest screamers are usually the closeted folks that are self-loathing thing, that don't know how to deal with the fact that they might be LGBTQ, you know, and Mike Pence is one of those people. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence doesn't have it wrong, you know, that conversion therapy is just abuse. It's what it is, you know, and the fact that some states are really trying to get it back on as the way to convert folks is fucking scary, Jay.
It is. It really is. But these people really believe in the. That's why I can't call these people people. I'm happy she let off with it. I'm so happy to be around so many humans, you know, because the humanity is just like, in the world we live in today, like humanity is just so lost. Like some of the things that people do, it's like, there can't be a person in that body.
Like, do you really believe that shit? Like, you know, like,
really
for real? Like, you know, you are really letting this girl have this baby that was raped by someone, you know, like, are you really doing that?
You're really gung-ho for these things.
You know.
And we know that you don't believe these things. It's just, there isn't a person in that body. You can't convince me otherwise, personally. You can't, like Mike Pence, people like that, you can't convince me that there's a soul, there's actual humanity in there.
Yeah, maybe there's an AI person in there. Or like a gremlin or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out what Mike Pence is. But so throw water on that bitch. Oh no, wait a minute. That makes him multiply, right?
I don't know.
Okay, no, don't.
I don't know.
The FayWhat show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, and Hotspots magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 40 years. Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and to announce every single flow, and that's always a lot of fun.
And you'll be announcing me this year, because I'll be on the parade.
Yeah, with AHL. Yeah. So now I know, because, you know, this fool, he'll be texting me, hey, I'm almost there, you better say my name right. You better say my name right.
I saw you last year, but I was so busy. I was just like flying through in front of the y'all stage.
Well, because last year there was a flash mob. It rained. There were so many people. There was so much going on. There was 4 different organizations that you were helping. You weren't just helping one people.
Yeah,
so that's also like, you know, Jay is like an overachiever. I don't know what his family did in the past, but he's trying to make do for them or something, for his ancestors.
My ancestors are proud.
Something. They're proud. You know, so this year you'll be with AHF, right?
Yeah, Impulse.
Impulse Group.
Legacy Builders will be there, and then the Black Excellence Stage. Anthony Wynn will be there. Come to his VIP tent.
Oh, yes, and the Black Excellence Stage. Yes. It's going to be amazing.
It's always across from you guys,
It's right across, right? Yeah. So when I'm done with my commentating, I walk right over there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The weather's going to be fantastic. So come on out. But tell me I want to hear about the Legacy Builders event on Friday. That's
Friday, June 14th.
Botanical Gardens, right?
Miami Beach Botanical Gardens.
So beautiful.
Beautiful.
That location is superb.
Yes. And we'll have performance art around the garden. Yeah. And then a few legacy awards, because, you know, we do our legacy awards now every Juneteenth. We hand out legacy awards to honor. So we're honoring
Tatiana, right? You're honoring Tatiana.
And Jeff
Oliverio.
Yeah.
I saw that. I mean, 2 incredible pillars of our community.
Yes.
You know, like if you go to anything that Tatiana's a part of, you know that it's settled, you know that it's handled, and you know you're going to be represented. Right? And with Jeff, you know, like Jeff is, you know, I never, when I first met Jeff, I'm like, Jeff, what are you? Italian, brown? What are you? I can't tell, right? But that man supports everyone. He
is all inclusive, and Tatiana, of course, is just a beacon and a pillar in our community. So,
and she smells so damn good.
Oh my God! Every time you hug that lady,
I know. I always do. Like
just get like, I like melt.
Yeah, but
when she comes in, I just feel like
Jay melts into her, like trying to steal all that good energy. Like you know, where like I always hug her, and you know, like when women, you know, when somebody hugs you 2 seconds too long, right? Where you know, like, are they feeling on me? What's going on? That's what I do with Tatiana every single time. It's like the hug's over, and you know she's pulling back, right? But I'm still there because I'm like, I'm not done. Give me more. She must think I'm so freaky. I'm so sorry. She's like, I really love you.
You are. They already know.
Okay, well,
they already
but
know.
I love her. I love her.
Yeah.
Anyway, get your tickets for that.
Yeah.
It's a minimal fee, and it's so worth it because it's botanical. It's the Miami Beach Botanical Garden, which is on South Beach, and it's beautiful.
And we're going to be doing it at sunset.
So it's going to be
pick
just
the
gorgeous.
lighting perfectly.
Entertainment, you know, honorees, and it's not like a full drawn, long out, 5-hour thing. It's like, you know, you're going to go there, have a great time, see some wonderful people.
And I'm going to be playing the sound bowls. Find me in the garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to do a section with my sound bowls at a certain time, and find me in the garden.
Oh, I love that. Wouldn't be the first time people are looking for you in the garden.
Right?
With a bowl. A sound bowl, though. I'm just saying, it will clean up your aura and your life, okay? Definitely go check out, go to Legacy Builders on Facebook if you want to get a ticket, correct?
Yes, or you can go to the Miami Beach Botanical Gardens and their event section, and we'll be right there June 14th, and you can cop some tickets. Also, June 19th, No Manners. June 19th, No Manners, we're doing the same thing. We're honoring Lorenzo Robertson,
I love Lorenzo.
Anthony Wynn, and we're going to be doing Juneteenth again.
Oh, please. I'm so glad. See, again, for those Miami people, for those Broward people, you are,
for both.
You are set up, okay? And so you should give at both. And if you can't, yeah, at least you got to go to one, all right? Which one's closer to your house, all right? MapQuest it, whatever you got to do. MapQuest still exists?
It does. Oh my God! Google Maps.
Google Maps. What are those? I didn't sound like if I was 100
or
right
Apple
now.
Maps.
Yes, I
so
did.
whatever the hell it is.
Thank you, Jamal. I adore you. Please, please, please follow him on all social media. He's always got something amazing going on, and you know, he's always there to share his talent with you, and he's also there to help these incredible organizations that are doing shit for our community, doing big things for our community. They are the ones that you need to go to, especially on this election year. All right, so make sure that you follow Jamal. Yay. I love you. Mwah. I will see you next time. Yeah. Did you know that the Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square, which also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church located in Fort Lauderdale? We broadcast their Sunday service every week at 10:30 a.m. Here at the FayWhat Show, we bring you interesting interviews with incredible people from our community. Like today with Rianna Petrone. She is the dancing diva of the Palm Beaches and your reigning Miss Stonewall 2023-2024. Watch this. I'm super excited about my next guest. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the FayWhat Show. Meet Riri. Her name is Rianna Petrone, known to many as the dancing diva of the Palm Beaches. She's a former Miss Palm Beach Pride 2018. She's the reigning Miss Stonewall 23-24 and newly crowned Miss Naples Pride 2024-2025. She's an entertainer for 17 years. Rianna began at Cashmere Nightclub and owned her skills at Rebar. Haven't heard that name in forever.
Just a few years.
She's a proud member of the Lenore family with Velva Lenore as her mama. From Wednesday to Sunday, you can find her performing at Lips Restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. Welcome to the FayWhat Show, Rianna.
Thank you for having me in your bed.
In my bed. Riri, you're such a joy.
Thank you. You are always a joy, honey.
Oh, you're so sweet. You know, I mean, drag queens are my mentors. They're my inspiration. You know, like when I'm going to go get ready or I'm going to do, I have a big event to do. I'm like, all right, how would Ree do her makeup today, right? How would Velvet do this dance move, right? How would TP light up the stage doing something? You know, that is how I think about that kind of stuff. So, like, I've been trying to get you in bed for a while now.
I know.
You a little busy snatching crowns.
Well, I'm trying.
A little busy snatching crowns. Can you believe that tomorrow is the step down? Tomorrow you give back, or you...
It's been a whole year.
You, what do you call it? Send it over? What do you say?
I crown a new queen.
You crown our new queen for 2024, 2025. Yep. So thank you for being our Stonewall, Miss Stonewall for 2024. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Was it your first year running for
No, it was my
title?
second, actually.
Okay, and?
My sister, Aaliyah from Lips, actually is the one that got to crown me.
Oh my God, how beautiful is that? I love me some Aaliyah. Aaliyah, I love you. You're a sweetheart, mama.
She's my crazy sister.
She is. Right? Is she really like that, like all the time? Because like she strikes me as like that little sister that you gotta go, oh yeah, remember what I told you?
Oh yeah, we were always giggling and stuff in the dressing room at work and kikiing, going to the bars, just hanging out, even especially working or even after work.
Yeah, no, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. So you know, you've been our reigning Miss Stonewall, and now this Saturday is the parade. Like, you know, you're part of a lot of prides, right? Like, you know, like how do you like? It's not like a favorite. Like I believe that we should have as many prides as we need.
Oh, absolutely. I'll never have a favorite pride because pride is as a whole pride.
Yeah.
It's just I have a title and I'm from Palm Beach. I work down here most of the week, so Broward is a big part of my life. I'm also a big part of Naples now. Yeah. As the new queen there. But I've worked there for years. I've been lucky enough to be able to do a little traveling here and there.
Yeah, I was going to say,
bi-coastal.
You're bi-coastal, but she ain't, right?
But I ain't bi.
She ain't bi. Is Patron your favorite tequila? Is that why you named yourself that? No, where did that come from?
Well, I had a friend growing up in high school. His last name was Petrone.
Oh, like Italian.
It's Italian, yeah.
Us alcoholics, you know what we were all thinking, right? You too. We were all thinking that she was named after Patron the tequila.
No, honey, I'm a vodka girl. Honey. I'm a vodka girl. I mean, I'll take a little shot of tequila once in a while.
Every once in a while.
With my mama or something, because she loves her some tequila.
So you're considered the dancing diva of the Palm Beaches, and you've been dancing for years, right? Your whole life? Because I know you've been entertaining us, and we're so happy to have had your talent with us for the last 17, 18 years,
it would be 17 years. It was 17 years in May.
Wow. Okay, have you been dancing the whole time?
I've learned how to hone my skills as a dancer, especially learning how to dance in heels. My drag mother, as you know, Velvet, she is a trained dancer. So she had taught me how to dance in heels, how to move my body.
But you already came with some already, right?
A little bit, because I was in gymnastics as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was also in marching band in high school. So I learned how to do color guard and all that kind of swing flags and all that kind of stuff.
Well, okay, I know how you met Lenore. I know how you met your mama, and I know how she picked you up. Our viewers don't, and I want you to give them a quick synopsis of that. But before you do that, is there anybody in your Lenore family that can't dance? Like, does she, when Velvet picks you up, does she go, okay, baby, I want to help you?
We've had a couple of girls with 2 left feet.
Because I'm like imagining Miss Velvet's face going, all right, baby girl, I want to help you, but you got 2 left feet. So I can't, because I don't want to mess up the Lenore name, right? We just go to the left. We add them in at the end of the song, and it'll be fine.
Well, no, I mean, all the people in our family, or everybody's talented in some way.
Yeah.
So there's always a talent somewhere.
And she uses it.
And we always use it, yes.
And that's, okay, so tell me how you met Miss Velvet.
Well, I mean, I met Velvet actually before I started drag. I had met Velvet at a club called Cashmere nightclub.
When you had started?
It was before I had started drag.
Okay.
I had met her. She was one of the first drag queens I ever saw on stage. My sister, Valerie Dior, she's part of the Lenore family. She was also one of the first girls I ever saw.
Wow.
So, and then she had met me just in passing, and it was lovely. And then I started drag. The second performance I had done on a night called, what was it called? Oh my God. It was so long ago. It was like the amateur night, you know, and I had performed, and she had grabbed me by the arm after I performed. She goes, "You come here," and dragged me into the dressing room and says, "You have something. I want to teach you.
I love that.
I want to come over to my house on Monday. I'm going to give you a whole bag of crap."
Well, I mean, that's how you get me to your house.
yeah.
If you tell me you got a whole bag of clothes for me or stuff, I'm going.
Oh, honey, if I hear something about purses or shoes, I'm on my way.
Oh my God. Velvet, it's just like, Velvet has a certain, she's got so many strengths, but she could really see something in people.
She always can see somebody.
I see your siblings over there, and I'm just like, each one is individually talented, individually spectacular, individually looking for that space of family that you have all provided for each other.
Exactly.
So are you like the second mom?
I'm the big sister for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to
like we never say we're a house. We're not a house. We're not
you're a family. We're a family.
Like many hearts, are many souls, one heart.
Yeah.
Like we're all together. We're always together.
Well, I mean, and we live in Florida, Riri, where our kids are being told that they shouldn't be gay, that they can't be gay. We're called pedophiles and groomers everywhere we go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I'd be without my chosen family.
Absolutely. I mean, I have my real family, and there's only a few of them. I don't really talk to a whole lot of them because, there's distance and there's
distance.
Sometimes that's a good distance. But my chosen family is who I talk to every day.
Yeah. And
who I see every day, honestly.
And they're so important. How long have you been over at Lips now?
I have been at Lips for 3.5 years.
Wow. Okay, so in 3.5 years, and I heard through the grapevine that you were just promoted, and you've only been there 3.5 years.
I wouldn't say promoted. I mean, I've taken on some more responsibilities. I'm a server, performer. I'm a bartender. I've been taking on a little bit of managerial duties to help out.
Yeah.
So that's been great.
But that to me is a promotion because I've met the owner of Lips and he doesn't trust everybody as he shouldn't. You know what I mean? So to have that, that accolade just means that he really trusts in you and your talent and your organization and you being a good employee. Aside from being a ginormously amazing, talented entertainer. I go to Lips as much as possible, and because it is like for us LGBTQ plus people, it's an easy go-to, right? We know our friends work there, right? We know we're gonna get good drag, food is delicious, we're good.
Good cocktails.
Some really good cocktails, right? Because this girl, she'll be pouring like this. I'll be like, girl, people are like, oh my God.
Anyway, I got a heavy hand, honey.
Heavy hand. But. So, and Lips is just one of those places that it's here, down here, it's in New York, it's in other places.
Yep, we have 5 locations.
5 locations. So for the most part, you will see a room full of straight people though.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't remember.
A good 70-80% of our clientele is mostly geared towards straight women. For their bachelorette parties, their
birthday parties, for divorce parties.
Honey, we get the divorce parties at least once or twice a week.
And those are like the fucking craziest.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, right?
They're like,
I'm free! Okay, and then also on your, which again, I don't even know in what time you find to have friends and be nice and sit on my fucking table, sit on my bed, because you work at Lips all the time, and then on your days off, you're promoting, you're performing, you're doing all of that. Straight audiences or gay audiences, which are harder?
That's a hard question.
I know, because it's completely night and day.
When it comes to let's say the gay community, they're like, oh, we love drag queens. We know them. We see them all the time. Straight crowds are always just kind of like
enamored.
What is that? It's like a princess. But I'm a queen, honey.
But honestly, forget that.
There's no easy way of explaining that because all crowds are going to still give you either energy or acceptance or
nothing, which could happen also.
It does happen.
So I guess that's true. That wasn't a fair question because it's true. It's whenever I'm on a stage, it's about reading the room, feeling the room, feeling the energy. Are they there for you? Were they dragged there?
Exactly.
Pun intended. Against their will, you just never know.
You never know. All we could do is just be open and loving people and give them a show.
And be you.
And entertain.
And be you. I always love when you guys always find that one straight boy in the audience that got dragged there or wasn't expected to be called out. You always find him. And there's never the guy always ends up smiling at the end of it. He's always having a great time.
That person, we always tend to bring him on stage and test out our famous frozen Cosmo. And he has to do a taste test. And then he's just like, What
did I just get myself into?
What did I get myself into? And then literally, while he's usually leaving smiling, almost always.
Of course, and you've changed the whole dynamic and outlook as to what our community stands for. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, come on, Faye, you're going real far. But it's the truth, though. You know, a lot of people don't know that we're just like fucking everybody else. Like, I know that sounds like mind blowing to some people, but it's true. Some people really do think that we're like from another planet. You know, that like, and it's just,
I was born here, you know, on this planet, just like you.
You know, right? She goes to the bathroom just like everybody else. Craziest thing that's happened on your shift at Lips? Anything crazy? I mean, you've got to have.
Oh gosh.
You've got to have the drunk girls. You've got to have the people who.
Oh, we always get the white girl wasted girls. Always. I mean, white girl wasted.
The unlimited mimosas will do it to you.
They
you know?
will. They will. I had some girl pass out in the bathroom, and I saw all her friends go scurrying out into the bathroom. I'm like, why is there a stampede of women? They're like, oh, my girl passed out. Oh my God. I'm like, I'll get you some water.
Oh my goodness.
On a cold compress, wake her up.
Learn how to handle your liquor, white girls. Jesus.
Yeah.
And liquor while you're there.
Of course.
You call yourself a female illusionist, right? Do you prefer that to drag queen?
Not really. I mean, drag queen is what I am, is a drag queen. I'm a drag artist. But a female illusionist is more of a professional term.
Okay.
Because I'm in the illusion of being a female.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trans. I'm not the non-binary.
You're not non-binary.
I'm nothing. I'm just
You're a gay boy.
A gay guy dressed in drag.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes and to have a good time.
Well, you're in drag a lot.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens? And I know that I've been guilty of it. When we first met, I think it was like a couple months in that we had been doing a bunch of events together.
Yeah.
And then you came up to me as a boy at some event, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Right? And the thing is that
it happens every day.
You're still in your same body, so you're like, "Hey, Faye, what's up, baby?" And I'm like,
she's like,
and then like somebody came up to me and was like, "That's Rihanna," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Right? You know what I mean? So that happens to you all the time.
Every time I go out as a boy.
And you don't take that shit personal anymore. No. Do you find yourself having to educate people on the fact that not all drag queens are trans?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people, it's just kind of a misconception.
Yeah.
It's not anything offensive. It's not anything bad. You know, they're like, wait a minute, didn't you have big hips? I'm like, yeah, I do. They're in the trunk. Where's your boobs? They're in the trunk.
I might have them on later on if you stay tuned and go get your dollar bills. I'm just saying, you know. Is there an outfit or a costume that you put on once and said, hell no, I'll never wear this shit again to perform? This just did not work.
Oh, of course.
Like what?
Sometimes when you order stuff online or you get you go on Facebook Marketplace and you find a really nice costume. It's so pretty, looks great. You get it in the mail and you're like, oh, well, let's try it. Let me put some stones on it, and I'll squeeze my big butt into it, and then I go and perform in it, and okay, yeah, we're gonna put that away.
And that's never gonna come out
put
again.
That in the closet. Right? I'm gonna give it to some young, skinnier girl, and then it'll be fine.
Listen, let me tell you, folks, Temu and Wish and all those people. Yes, I buy stuff from there sometimes.
Oh, me too.
But the reality that I have to buy an XXL.
Oh, that freaks me out.
It's crazy. Nothing against them, but that's the size I have to wear.
I do too. I have to always order a XL or 2XL.
So, okay. Amanda Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Does she always smell that good?
Yeah.
Really? Even
she
after,
always smells good.
Fucking bitch. Even after a whole night of up there sweating with everybody, she still smells good? Jesus. Who's your favorite queen to work with at Lips? Aside from your mom.
Well, besides Velvet, of course. I would probably say Nicole T. Phillips.
I love Nicole.
She's a good time.
I love Nicole. That bitch is funny. She's talented. And when you see Nicole on stage, you never know what she's going to come up with. Sometimes she'll come up with some sultry, jazzy, very black, wonderful song. And then another time it'll just be like, nope, I'm a white bitch tonight. You know, you just never know.
I love it.
You never know.
She does a Melissa Etheridge show. Love You Like You Do.
I would have never expected those two to go together.
It is so awesome. She gets right into it punk rock girl. It's so fabulous.
Oh.
She's also a good friend outside of work, too.
Yeah, no. And
we hang out all the time.
She's so supportive, also. She really is.
We're also very, business-wise alike. We're both always you got it? I got you got it?
But don't you have to be, though, Ray Ray? Are you gonna be a drag queen forever? If you could,
as long as I can do it.
Okay, you'll do it for as long as you long as you could. And I get it. I mean, get that money, you know, but you have to be smart about it. A lot of people will work and spend and then not have anything to show for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's not.
I'm always it's been like that kind of since the pandemic. I've just kind of always been on a budget.
Okay.
You know, I leave myself a little bit to go have a good time. The rest goes away because
it has to.
You know, and I love shopping. I love going to
the
outlet malls. I love me a bargain. You know, Poshmark and TikTok and YouTube and all these places you could buy stuff on now is all you have to do is hit click.
And that's got to be very helpful, you know? Do you also have like a queen or somebody who makes your
Yes, I have a couple of people actually over the years. Erica Norell made this. Erica Norell made this little piece.
I don't know how she finds time
This
to
is
do
like
shit.
her signature shoulders.
Yeah, no, I think I ordered something from her for Pride back in 2021. I'm still waiting.
But she's a hoot, though. She's so talented, incredibly
that's another
talented.
One. That is another one.
Maria Contessa. I know Lady Marissa has made a couple things for me.
I love Miss Marissa.
I also have a couple girls in West Palm. Melissa St. John, I don't know if you know she sews.
Yes, of course. Oh, I didn't know she sews.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Also, Lupita
Icon?
Hollywood.
Oh my God, Lupita sews too?
Yeah. She sewed my stuff for the first time I did Stonewall.
Oh, Lupita, what did you guys had me up there in West Palm for your Palm Beach Pride
Palm Beach Pride,
where Lupita had run for one of the crowns a couple years back, and I had no idea that she did clothes as well.
Oh yeah.
Very talented.
She makes just about everything she owns.
Very talented, very talented. I got Lupita, I'm calling you. Talking about Erica Norell, Erica has been in the business for about 30 years, and she
Icon,
legendary, right? And she's decided to come back and start going out for crowns again.
Yes, she has.
So find out, right? When she came back and she won Miss Out South Florida, I was like,
yep,
she's back. She's back. So speaking about
the crowned queen of queens.
Speaking of crowns, how many crowns do you have so far? Can you name them off? If we do a quick speed lightning round, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. You've got to say all your crowns.
Okay.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Miss Palm Beach Pride 2018, Miss Stonewall 2023, and Miss Naples Pride 2024.
That's it?
Yeah, just 3.
That's all?
Yeah.
God, I feel like you've got more.
No.
Well, in my book, you've got at least 5 more, just to let you know.
I've got some feelers out there for the future, so we're going to be working towards some new stuff.
And you've got such an incredible support system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that has to be.
I have
like
girls
half the
that
battle, you know?
are yes girls, and I have girls that are no.
No. Like hell no. No.
Nicole is one of them. Velvet is the other. No, girl. What? You wore that last time. You can't wear that again.
That smells. Can you please Febreze that before you put that back?
She made me, when I won Stonewall, when I did win Miss Stonewall, I had all this couple other things already set up. She goes, that's not enough.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. It's too costumey, too flashy. You need something sleek.
Well, and that's the problem right there. When you get stuff from Timo or these places, you gotta take it to the next step, your own, with your own talent, right? Bedazzle it in some sort.
Yeah. Well,
whatever,
I mean, I
like,
even had like a gown made, and they said that it was too much. I had like feathers and stuff, and they were like, no, you need to wear something else. What else do you got? I had to dig through my closet. I found this dress that I got on Facebook. It was just a cute swirly like pink gown that I wore, that I wore an evening gown in. And Nicole goes, bring it to me.
That's it.
And I'm going to have it stoned. We're going to get it ready and you'll be fine.
And
I'm
she
like,
was
okay.
right.
And she was right.
And she was right. And maybe that other big ass dress wouldn't have fit in the little stage that is the Eagle, where we have my
God.
So I mean, I guess they knew. Nicole knows what she's talking about.
She does.
Know? You have a great relationship with your sisters, with your chosen family, with your girls at Lips. Are you in a relationship like intimately?
No.
Is it hard to date you because of everything that you do?
That is a very loaded question as well.
So the answer is yes.
It is very hard. Yeah, I guess so. I live a very nightlife lifestyle. Either whether I'm working in clubs or working at Lips, I don't have like an evening to go out for dinner. Yeah. It'd have to be like on a Monday or a Tuesday when any normal person would be at work.
Yeah.
And
a lot of places are closed.
And a lot of places are closed on Mondays, Tuesdays, of course. Okay. So, also because I do drag. that's not exactly always the most appealing thing to people. They're like, wait, you want to be a girl?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not
really what
the
it
issue.
is. Yeah.
I just dress up as a girl to entertain and perform and work.
Yeah.
Because that's my job. But it is kind of hard only because, and I'm also very
picky.
I'm a
Say
little
it,
picky.
you're
I'm picky.
And that's a lot to go through on your first date. All right, motherfucker, how much time you got? First of all.
I mean, I have been on every date I could possibly think of. I don't tell them I'm a drag queen if they don't know that already.
That's what I was going to ask you. The first date, you don't go
Sometimes I don't. If I've gone in a few dates without telling them, and then they found out later, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Then a week later, they ghost me. They're like, "Oh, it's too much," or I've immediately told them. They're like, "Oh, can I come out with you and come see one of your shows?" "Oh yeah, absolutely." They come to one of my shows. They're like, "Oh,
I can't be a part of this. It's too much."
And then there's also the third part, the center of attention thing.
That they can't deal with you being the center of attention.
It's not my fault.
No, at all.
But it's part of who I am and what I do. When I'm not in drag, you can have it all.
Yeah.
You could be whoever you want to be. And
I'll be in the shadows, no problem. But that's my job.
It's my job.
The spotlight on me is my job. You know,
literally,
and there's a lot of
and figuratively,
and there's a lot of people in our community that are not secure enough to be able to understand that or differentiate that this is your job, right? You know, like a bartender uses bottles to make drinks; those are his tools. That's his job,
exactly.
Right? It doesn't mean that he's at.
And unfortunately, I do have to wear a dress when I do it.
But that's your. And again, it's all about the sense of security that this boy needs to have to be able to get all of this. You know what I mean?
Hard.
Like
it's very hard.
It's gotta be hard. But
I haven't actually been in a full-on relationship since I started drag.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've dated a few people over the years. Went out for a few weeks, a week. Nothing substantial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, but you know, and unfortunately, I'm married to my work.
No, you are.
My dog at home too.
All of that keeps you super busy.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I know that, like, you know, when you get home and it's 3:30 in the morning and you've already like washed your tights and like, you know, and you're like, okay, all my makeup's off, and you're with your dog. Sometimes you want to have that other person there that's just there supporting you, you know, and you deserve that. That's
I think everybody deserves somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to have somebody that loves them, and luckily I have love, enough love.
You do, and it's better to be alone than be with the wrong person.
Exactly.
Also, get that right, because there's also a lot of drag chasers. There are boys that I know myself that are just so enamored with the fact that these girls are entertainers that they want them like that all the time.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, and like when they're done, it's 9 to 5. Boom, I punched out. I get to be who I really am. You know what I mean? And that's a mind fuck to a lot of guys.
It is.
And they can't. They just can't. You know, unfortunately, a lot of boys have their brain in their penis.
Yeah. And sometimes they're not sure which is thinking or not.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Exactly.
Guilty pleasures. Okay, like what is your guilty pleasure? What do you like to binge watch at home when nobody's looking? Like, what would be something that that people would be surprised to know that you do on your off time?
I love documentaries.
I love documentaries.
I love documentaries, especially anything involving like history, world wars, ancient Egypt.
Oh, okay.
British history I'm very fascinated with.
I love that. Did you see The Queen or the
The Crown. Oh, yeah.
My wife was addicted to it.
I haven't watched the last season, so that's kind of on my list.
She dies.
After... They both do.
One of your guilty pleasures that I know of is that you love young Sheldon.
I do. I'm actually currently on season 6 of Big Bang Theory.
Do you folks know? Okay, so Young Sheldon is a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory. And The Big Bang Theory is just such a great show. And it's about these scientists and, what's her name? Malene Bialik?
Yeah, I can never pronounce her name. I'm afraid to ruin it.
Right? Is on it. And it was a great show. And there were also...
It is actually one of my all-time favorite sitcoms.
Haley Kuko is the girl.
Yep.
And it's super cute. Super, super cute. So there's a spin-off of that is Sheldon as a kid. And that's got a couple of seasons. And so I saw that you posted that.
Yeah, I had watched the last episode. They did a really great job with it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I might as well rewatch Big Bang Theory for the 4th time.
Oh, but why do you like it so much?
Big Bang Theory, I'm a huge nerd.
Okay.
Like, I love Star Trek, Star Wars, science fiction, just anything that's in space. Everything. Star Trek is my #1 favorite thing in the whole world.
I love that. But see, but there's
weird
another
pleasure
thing.
of
Like, who would have
mine.
known? But I love that.
I have models of Star Trek ships in my house. I was a Starfleet officer when we did our science fiction show at Lips. Everybody's like, wow, she's a nerd. Really, really big nerd. Like, I'm the queen of nerds.
Oh, but I love nerds. I'm
so their show is basically around 4 nerds that are scientists.
Yep.
But they're also everything scientific and nerdy, and they love video games. They love comic books and Star Trek and Star Wars.
But Sheldon is on another level of like OCD.
Oh my God, yeah.
And like,
I'm actually super OCD.
Oh, are you? Do you have to like make sure that like the doors close and you have to check it 3 times and stuff like that? No.
Not to that level.
Okay.
I'm very analytical with like my clothes, and when something's freaking me out, I'm just like, I start spazzing out.
Oh, so that must be perfect for all this. That's
guess.
why all this makes sense. That's why all this works out so well.
I even thought that I was diagnosed with ADD as a kid. I was put on Ritalin, like, the 90s were.
Yeah.
They were wrong. I have OCD, not ADD.
Not ADD. Wrong acronym, bitches.
I guess. I don't know. It's too late now.
It's too late now. So, it's the week of Wilton Manor's Stonewall Pride Parade
Stonewall
and Festival.
Pride.
And every year this will be my 3rd year that I get to announce the parade from the main stage. And it's like such an honor to see the floats, the people running for office, the organizations, all of that. All the bars. Like, it's just, it's really, it makes your hair stand when you see how important Pride is to all of us. And you are our incredible Miss Stonewall for 23-24. What does Pride mean to you?
Pride means family.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because whether maybe you don't have a close relationship with your family, or maybe you do, but your family is your Pride family.
Yeah.
Like the people, like even you're considered family to me.
Mm-hmm.
We hang out all the time. We see each other in between bars or at events every time. We're like, hey, girl.
Yep. And it's one of those things that when you see your family across the room, right? If you're alone, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I got somebody here. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always the case when we see each other or when you see your chosen family out at any event. And so Pride encompasses that, right? It's like, and if you maybe don't have family or you're shunned by your family, Pride's a good place to meet some good people.
And I guarantee you will find someone to hang out with.
Yes, by the end of it, you will have your own chosen family. I'm not even like playing with you, honestly. So here at the FayWhat show, Rianna, we play a game called Say What with FayWhat. Okay? So it's a speed round, right?
Oh boy.
And so basically, like, I'll say black or white, and then you'll say
off-white.
And you'll fuck up my game. That's basically what it is. All right? So like that, okay? So it'll be a quick, oh my God, we're almost matching. I didn't even notice that, right? You're so cute. All right, here we go. Say What with FayWhat with Rianna Petrone. Oprah Winfrey or Michelle Obama?
Oprah Winfrey.
The View or Abbott Elementary?
The View.
Pasta or rice?
Pasta.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Lady Marissa or Aaliyah J?
Aaliyah J.
Spider or snake?
Snake.
Sicilian slice or regular pizza slice?
Regular pizza.
Toilet paper end over or toilet paper end under?
Over.
How do you take your coffee in the morning?
I don't.
What's your perfect breakfast?
Eggs.
Sunrise or sunsets?
Sunrise.
Christmas or Halloween?
Halloween.
Barbra Streisand or Liza Minnelli?
Barbra Streisand.
Sausage or bacon?
Bacon.
Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
New cell phone or a new pair of shoes?
New phone.
Rock or hip hop?
Rock.
Plastic or glass?
Plastic.
Tent or camping?
Camping.
Hats or headbands?
Hats.
Pen or pencil?
Pencil.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
Batting or pitching?
That's a full one. Both.
Both. The Beatles or Elvis?
Beatles.
Morning sex or bathroom sex?
Morning sex.
Spiritual or religious?
Spiritual.
San Francisco or Los Angeles?
San Francisco.
Leather bar or karaoke bar?
Leather.
Brunette or blonde?
Brunette.
Ball cap to the front or ball cap to the back?
Ball cap to the front. I don't know. I'm not bald yet.
Rianna Petrone, thank you for being on the FayWhat show. Please follow Riri on all social media. She's at Rianna Petrone. And do me a favor and look into that camera and say, FayWhat!
FayWhat!
Yes, that was Rianna Petrone on the FayWhat show. Thank you so much for being on the show, Mama.
Oh, thank you for having me, baby
I
girl.
adore you. I will be there rooting you on tomorrow as you crown the new Miss Stonewall.
yes.
And I will be there on Saturday just screaming your name, whatever float you pop up on, because I know you're going to pop up on something. Well, it don't matter. I'm not the queen this year. Trust me.
Pageant starts at 8 p.m. Registration at 1 for all contestants.
Yes, okay,
At
get
the
there.
Eagle.
Get there at the Eagle, and maybe you might be our next Miss or Mr. Stonewall, all right?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Finally this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye, what's on my mind? Us lesbian women are going to die. That's what's on my mind. Us lesbian women are going to die sooner than our straight girlfriends, and that's not fair. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm thinking about. It was always largely understood that LGBTQ plus people are more likely to experience mental health or substance abuse issues, right? Which could contribute to dying young. But a study into how chronic illness affects these groups has never been looked into until now. So Nurses Health Study 2, okay, which examines the risk factors of chronic illnesses as well as tobacco and alcohol use and mental health in women, the worrying statistics looked into women's medical records as far back as 1989, right? And showed that participants identifying as lesbian or bisexual had earlier mortality during the study period compared with heterosexual women. So lesbian women were found to die 20% sooner, okay, and bisexual women 30% sooner than their heterosexual counterparts due to systemic health disparities, particularly LGB women. So bisexual women have a higher risk of premature death due to their experiences of discrimination, not only from outside of the queer communities, but also from within queer communities. Bisexual women are pressured to conceal their identity, especially in situations when they're in romantic partnerships with men. You know, we know that concealing one's identity leads to really sinister internalizing, and it leads to more stress, right, at the end of it all. And those stresses could lead to substance abuse issues, just to cope, right? So Dr. Marquetta from Nurses Health, she wrote, quote, "We've seen this pattern before where bisexual women are drinking more, smoking more, have worse mental health, and have worse cardiovascular markers than heterosexual women and lesbian women." All right, so there, you heard it from the horse's mouth. So yes, the situation could be far worse outside of this, but a lot of the disparities that we see for queer people are also patterned along racial lines, like we always talk about. So the doctor goes on to say, she says, quote, "This sample we used was a lot of white women. So we think that this finding, which again was a very big finding, is actually an underestimate of what this would actually be if we could do this sample out in the general public population, okay? i.e. with more black or brown women." So last month it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and this month is Pride Month. And ladies, I seek to you, I talk to you, I scream to you. Find common folks, okay? That's L, that's B, that's T, that's Q, women. Find other LGBTQ women. Make friends. Sticking together helps us. And honestly, sticking together helps us not fall apart. Gay boys, I'm talking to you. You need to find your nearest L, B, T, or Q. And make sure that they're seen and heard. I'll say that again. Make sure that they feel seen and heard. And for you ladies, if you need help, contact the National Suicide the National Suicide Prevention Line. Or locally, there's lots of organizations that can also help you with that. But I'll tell you that fellowship really does help a lot. Find other people that'll make you feel better. So us lesbians or us queer women, don't die sooner. We gotta stick around. All right, well, that's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. I so did. I love, love, love hanging out with Jamal. He's one of my favorite people in life. And also, I got to give a big shout out to Rianna Petrone for just being such a wonderful individual, being our incredible, incredible Miss Stonewall Queen for this year. She is definitely top notch for sure. I love you, Riri. So folks, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls, but if we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We opened the show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to just be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity because it is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube. Follow FayWhat. And since you're always on the go, you can listen to The FayWhat Show wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just search The FayWhat Show. So until next Monday World at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand, I'm FayWhat, and I am #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay. See you at Stonewall.
Rainbows, gay boys, #thatgirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #thatgirl. Pride-filled tea dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat Show. Get the week started with me.